The 1994 Rwanda Genocide. In 1994, a horrific tragedy unfolded in the heart of Africa. Rwanda, a small country torn apart by violence. For a nation that had long been divided along ethnic lines, the situation reached its devastating peak in April. The world watched in horror as over the course of 100 days an unimaginable genocide took place. The Hutu majority in power began systematically killing members of the Tutsi minority, along with moderate Hutus who opposed the violence. The bloodshed was relentless and brutal. Men, women and children were slaughtered without mercy. Families were torn apart and entire communities were wiped off the map. The most tragic aspect of the genocide was the speed and scale at which it occurred. Thousands were murdered daily, often by their neighbours with machetes and other crude weapons. The streets of Rwanda became rivers of blood as the international community turned a blind eye, slow to intervene despite cries for help. Rwanda's society was not just physically devastated, but emotionally scarred. The survivors, many of whom had witnessed the deaths of their loved ones, were left to rebuild their lives in a broken country. But the trauma didn't end with the killings. The aftermath saw countless women subjected to rape and brutal violence, many suffering from lasting physical and psychological wounds. In the face of this suffering, Rwanda began the long and painful process of healing, reconciliation, and rebuilding. The international community was deeply criticized for its failure to act. The United Nations had a peacekeeping force in Rwanda, but they were limited in their capacity and mandate, and many were forced to watch the carnage unfold without intervening. The world's inability to respond in time became one of the most painful lessons from the tragedy. In the years following, Rwanda has taken monumental steps towards recovery. The nation has slowly rebuilt itself, striving for unity and peace. Yet the shadow of the 1994 genocide still looms large in the hearts and minds of the Rwandan people. To help the channel grow, remember to like, share, and subscribe.